Yes, you. Can you turn around and look at me? Thanks. So, you're the talk of the town. Everybody's saying you're Santa's favorite and you're gonna be Elf of the Year. How do you feel about that? You're excited? That's nice. So, how did that come to be? Because like I didn't even really know who you were until everybody started talking about you all of a sudden, you know, how much time you're spending with Santa and you're taking private lessons. Like, how did that even come to be? I didn't even know Santa did private lessons unless you're like really bad at something. Yeah. Oh, you didn't know that everyone knew all that? Why would you not want everyone to know? Are you like trying to hide something? No? Okay. Whatever. So, what have you been learning in these private lessons? You've been learning new tactics on making toys. Okay. Interesting. You know, looking at your toys right now, they don't really seem much better than mine. In fact, they don't really seem better than mine, actually. They seem worse than mine. Like, you could never. You know what I mean? You could never. I only have a little finishing touches left on this one, and then I'll be done. But anyways, so what kind of tactics are you learning? Oh no, I would love to know specifics. Maybe you could give me your own private lesson, if you even did learn anything from these private lessons. You're learning details. Yeah, not like we haven't all learned details when we were 5. I mean, I really want to know, like, what are you really learning in these lessons? What are you really getting from spending this much time with Santa? Like, what are you really getting? Because, like, apparently you're like, you know, #1 elf. You're the best at making toys. You've racked out the most amount of toys. Like, I don't even know how that's possible. Because, like, you're kind of a nobody compared to me, at least. Because, like, I didn't even know who you were. But, like, how is that possible? Like, I need to know, like, what's really going on. Because, like, I just don't understand, like, why you and not me. Like, what is so special about you that, like, I don't have? You know what I mean? Not that I'm insecure or anything. I'm not insecure. Like, I'm very comfortable in my elfing abilities. I'm just saying. Okay. He's just spending extra time working on details with you and making everything perfect instead of just having it be okay. Okay, interesting. So who are your toys even going to this year? Are they going to, like, the president? Like, why are they so special? Why do they have to be so special? Or are they going to just any kid? You know what I mean? Taylor Swift. You're making Taylor Swift's toys? What are you making her, a microphone? Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, that sounds pretty difficult to make. So did Santa just like make it for you, or did he like teach you how to make it? Because it kind of sounds like something that like only Santa would be able to make, honestly. Like none of us are like trained that much. You know what I mean? Like we are not trained that much. And I mean, if you're gonna get Taylor Swift something she doesn't already have, like you gotta be great. And I just don't see you as being that great. Like I just don't see it. Like maybe it's like your looks, or maybe it's just like the toys on your table or something. Yeah, I just don't really know what it is. But, you know, I just kind of get the vibe that like you're just not all that. You know what I mean? I just don't really understand, because I just feel like kind of like I'm all that, and like I just don't really get it. So, you know. You know, it's interesting, you know, while we're having this talk that you're like not continuing to make your toys, but I am. It kind of like shows that like I'm a better elf than you. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, I know I made you turn around, but you can do your work while you're facing the other direction. Like, this isn't freaking school. Like, what? I just don't really get you. You're just not readable. You're just so weird. You're just not cool like me. So I just don't get it. You know what I mean? I just don't understand you. Anyways, yeah, I have a few finishing touches that I need to make on this cat too. Yeah, this cat is going to an Olympian. So your best toy is going to Taylor Swift, huh? Okay, well, mine's going to an Olympian, so just saying. So how long did it take you to make that gift? It seems like pretty extravagant. A couple days. Okay. Well, that doesn't really sound accurate. No, that doesn't sound accurate. That seems like maybe it would take like weeks, to be honest. Are you sure Santa didn't just like do it all on his own and just call it yours? You know? Because that's how we make the best gifts. He just conjures them up with magic and then the rest are put on us elves. But, you know, I didn't really think that you're that talented to be able to make something that big, let alone be able to make something that big in a few days. Kind of just sounds a little bit sketchy, you know, if you will. You know, I really just don't understand why. I mean, you're Santa's favorite. Like, it just doesn't really add up. Like, if you were able to really do something that extravagant in a few days, like, I could see why you would be the elf of the year. But, like, I just don't believe you. I kind of just think Santa conjured it up with magic, and, like, there's something else going on. Like, there's something else going on between you and Santa, or between, like, something that is making it so that he just, like, called it yours. Like, I just don't really get it, you know what I mean? No, you really made it. Okay, interesting. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. You're just gonna lie. Like, that's fine. So, what else did you make? I mean, you're making these little toys right now, so like, who are those for? Okay. Sure, yeah. You sure they're not just going to some random kid? You're sure that they're going to those specific people? Okay. Honestly, I don't even believe anything you say, to be honest. I just don't see it. You're just like not cute. Like, you're just not pretty. You're not anything, to be honest. You're kind of like a nobody. I mean, if I didn't know who you were, like, I'm very popular. I'm very popular in this town. Like, I'm very, like, probably the most popular elf. Period. I mean, I'm like almost as popular as Santa himself. You know what I mean? Like, pretty much everyone knows me. I just don't understand how, like, you're the elf of the year. Like, it just doesn't really make any sense. Like, it just doesn't really add up, you know? Like, the math isn't mathing. You know, I never learned math, but, like, the math is mathing. You know what I mean? It just doesn't. It just doesn't. Yeah, it just doesn't. Am I jealous? Am I jealous of you? Am I jealous? I mean, look at me. How can I possibly be jealous? I'm literally perfect. I'm literally perfect. The only thing I don't have is elf of the year, but I'm gonna find a way to get it. Don't worry. I'm gonna find a way. I'm not jealous of you. That's so funny that you would say that. Like, that's actually insane. Like, that's like you might need help. You might need help. You actually might need help. I'm not even gonna lie. So what do you think of my creation? Is this up to Santa standards? Is this up to elf of the year standards, since you clearly know what they are? It's good. Okay, well, I know it's good. It's actually much better than probably any toy you've ever made. You know what I mean? Because I still don't believe that you made that toy for Taylor Swift. I think that was Santa. I'm just saying, you know, you can't bite the messenger, even though I am the person saying it too. But anyways, you know, I just really feel like there's something going on. I mean, how about we make a deal? How about you tell me what really goes on in these private lessons with Santa, and you can have my recess time today. Yep. You'll have double recess time. Yeah. I want to be alone and have a talk with Santa anyway. You're not sure? So it really is something bad. You know, I think I know what it is. I think I know what's really going on. I know what's really going on. I think I know what's really going on. Yeah, I really do. I think I know what's going on. So you might as well just tell me. I mean, you might as well just tell me. Yeah, because, like, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell everyone else anyways if you don't tell me. Like, if you don't tell me, I'm literally gonna tell everyone. But if you do tell me, then I'll keep it to myself. How about that? Okay, fine. Okay, well, we could say like on a 3, 2, 1, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, so we can just say it at the same time. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. You're taking care of Santa's dog. You're hooking up with Santa. What? That's not what? I thought you were what? Wait a minute. I thought he liked you because you were taking care of his dog. Are you joking? You're serious? Oh, well, now you definitely look stupid, because I would have just walked around here saying that you were helping everybody with Santa's dog. I honestly didn't know it was that I didn't know it was that serious. I mean, I just wanted elf of the year. I wanted to make perfect gifts. I didn't know that I had to, you know, do all that to be getting elf of the year. Now I kind of don't want elf of the year. Are you? That's what you've been doing? That's what you've been doing in your private lessons? Oh. Interesting. Wow. I don't understand that. I mean, you're not cute. And you also look nothing like Mrs. Claus. So I don't really get that. I don't even know if I can continue making my toys at this point. You're really serious? That's what's going on? Wow. That's low. How did that happen? Can you tell me the story? How did that happen? Like, you have to tell me the story. Okay, now I need to know the tea. Because I was, like, jealous as F of you, but, like, now I'm, like, not even jealous because, like, that's a really low. So you didn't make the gift for Taylor Swift, did you? Santa made it with his magic. So he's just saying that you did it because that way, like, you'll have a reason to be elf of the year, but you're really just elf of the year because you're hooking up. That is so low. I could never be jealous of someone like you. Wow. Wow. That is so low. Okay, you need to tell me the story. I won't tell anyone if you tell me the story. I know I already agreed that I wasn't going to tell anyone, but, like, that wasn't even what I thought was going to happen. So I'm not going to tell anyone if you have to tell me the story. Like, I have to know the tea. Okay, just go ahead. Just go ahead. I'm just going to sit here and do my toys. Okay, go ahead. Okay, you were alone and everyone else had already gone home. Okay, continue. You were sad because you broke a toy. Interesting. Okay, we've all been there. You were crying. Okay, Santa was comforting you. Well, he comforts everybody, so, like, gets the tea, you know what I mean? Oh, he offered for you to sleep in his cabin that night? Wow. That's insane. Okay, continue. Mrs. Claus wasn't there because she was busy making cookies for the morning after. He was horny. And you were just like, sure? Is it? I'm sorry, I'm just saying, like, he's literally like 8 feet taller than all of us. I mean, how does that even happen? Like, I'm just saying, like, you don't need to say anything. I'm just wondering. So then what happened the morning after? Like, Mrs. Claus didn't even come back? Oh, she did, and you hit her at the bed. So this is like a whole thing. Did she catch you? She never caught you. Wow. Well, you're lucky you told me, because, I mean, I would have told her, you know, if you didn't tell me all that. I mean, that's, like, really embarrassing. I mean, I guess I'm not really gonna beat you for elf of the year then. I'll just have to go for next year. Hopefully Santa will be over you by then, because I'm not doing all that. You know what? How about this? I will be your little supportive girly if you can get me some actual lessons with Santa. Like, actual, like, no weird actual, like, toys, like, working on details, tactics that I could use. That, if you can get me that, then I'll be your little supportive girly. I'll keep your secret, and I'll help you sneak around so that you can be with him if you can actually get me to learn better tactics for the toys. How about that? Do you want to make a deal? Yeah, I'm serious. I'm no longer jealous of you because I'm not doing all that. Let's be real. I'm not doing all that to get elf of the year. Okay, fine, deal. Pinky promise? Okay, pinky promise. Cool. Well, it's about to be recess time, so are you cool with, like, us both going to recess together, or do you still want my recess time? You're cool? Okay, cool. Let's go.